If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
That's right. That's right. Fall ball starts tonight. We got practice starting tonight. Can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to bring a bag of wrenches, see how it goes. I'm kidding. My goodness, somebody's going to call CPA. Is that yeah. Wait, CPS, excuse me. I don't know what CPA is. That might be a breathing apparatus. It might be. I don't know. But anyway, we got practice starting tonight. A lot of new kids on the team. That should be a lot of fun. I always get excited with the development, whether it's my own kid or other kids, and seeing how they can develop in certain skills. And by the end of the season, where are they? How far have they come? And are they proud of themselves? And that's the neatest thing about it. This is my second season, but my son's played baseball three or four seasons, and so it's fun to see him develop and his teammates develop. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I've been rolling around an idea for a pep talk to the kids. I might get the thumbs down.
Okay, guys, we need to get out there. Really need to get going. Pollard, what are you doing? You're acting like a girl out there. What are you, a girl or something? Jackson, come on, man. You got to get yourself together. What are you, a girl or something?
I don't know if that's going to fly. It would be great, though, if as a joke, what are you, a girl or something? Everybody be like, oh, you can't say that. I know it's a joke. Dude, tough crowd. Tough crowd. Is this thing on? Maybe that would work like 50 years ago. Maybe. I've seen some kids, some young ladies that have been playing in our league, Northern Lights, and they've been lighting it up. So no longer is that just a boys' game. Ladies are in there, and they're doing a hell of a job. You know, ripping the ball, whether it's on offense or defense. It's good to see, especially because my daughter is getting interested. She's interested, then she's not interested. I think she just wants to compete with her brother, just to say she can do something that he does. So we'll see if she ends up wanting to do it, to officially do baseball. I'd just be fine, whatever the hell she wants to do. But I'm going back to the boys. I'm excited for baseball to start tonight, even though it's just practice. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Coach Carl, Coach Chris, and I think there's another new coach, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And ultimately, that's what it's about, is having fun with the kids and helping them develop into be better baseball players and better human beings. And at the end of the season, if we can walk away and say, yeah, it doesn't matter if we win it all or not, although we did win fall ball championship last year. Just saying, a lot of pressure, kids. No matter what, at the end of the season, if the kids can all look at themselves and like, I had a good time and I'm proud of myself and I'm proud of my teammates, that's all that matters. That's all that freaking matters. Anyway, guys, we got a great show coming your way. Back to normal today, and I cannot freaking wait. The Broncos have another joint practice, this time against the Cardinals. What can we expect from the Broncos against the Cardinals? Colorado Rabbits are dominating the headlines across the globe because of some growths, and it's causing alarm. But should there be alarm? I actually have the info that's going to shatter your dreams or your nightmares. I don't know. We'll see. Weird trend, a weird, disgusting, stinky trend that I didn't know was a thing until I was reading a Reddit article, and it's disgusting to me. I'm not going to spoil it, but the first story coming up here in a second, it's a guy bragging, but not really bragging. We'll get into that. It's in regards to his giant hog. Oh, that's a great tease, Duff. Woo! Can't wait. Real quick, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, whatever it is on whatever platform, go ahead and do that. And if you could, click on the notifications. You can also do the auto download on the audio, and audio hardly takes up any space, which is just awesome. And so if you can do the auto download on your phone, and that way you're never going to miss an episode. And if you're traveling, going across states, whatever it is, maybe you're a trucker, maybe you're a sales rep, something like that, you're going to not be interfered by lack of signal because it's already going to be on your phone, and you can just delete it as soon as you're done with it. It's really easy. Remember, today's show is presented to you by Roof Goat USA. Go to roofgoatusa.com. Also presented to you by Kirkwall Group. Go to kirkwallgroup.net. I'll tell you more about those two sponsors here in a second, but it's also presented to you by the great people over at ZipRecruiter. I've been telling you all week, I back in the day, hiring people was my thing, whether it was in restaurants and helping with hiring in radio. You get some good candidates, you get some bad candidates, and it sucks. That's just business. You're going to get people that you're like, come on, man. No, you're not right for this job at all. But if there was only a way that you could have something sift through all that nonsense and give you exactly what you want, well, that's where ZipRecruiter comes in. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/audio. ZipRecruiter.com/audio. And it's really cool because they do exactly that. And you're going to get a free trial at ZipRecruiter.com/audio. Just use that special URL. And what happens is they got smart technology with ZipRecruiter that identifies top talent for your roles quickly. And immediately after you post your job, ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology starts, showing you qualified people for the gig. And what's even neater is you can really kind of have some interaction with those potential employees. You can use ZipRecruiter's pre-written invite to apply message personally to reach out to your favorite candidates and encourage them to apply sooner. It's really neat how they do this. So go ahead, ditch the other sites for hiring and let ZipRecruiter find what you're looking for. The needle in that haystack. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get good thing I didn't mess that up. All right. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's pretty dang cool. So go ahead, try it for free at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/audio. Again, ZipRecruiter.com/audio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Woo! Totally didn't screw that one up. I mean, because that would be embarrassing if I did. Could you imagine if I just fucked up that spot? They're like, why is he endorsing us? I mean, come on. Jeez, guys. This is nuts. Speaking of nuts, let's get nuts. Let's jump into headlines.
Let's go! Let's go! And now, here are the headlines.
Well, a guy with the world's largest penis, because he goes around and, tells everybody, hey, guess what? Guess what I have? I got the world's largest wiener. Although I'd be telling everybody. If I walked down the street and I had the world's largest wiener, people would know I'm coming before they see me. You know why?
Who's got the foot long?
This guy.
Who's got the foot long?
Yeah, that's me. I'd be wearing like one of those, old school boards around my chest, front and back. Said foot long. Who's got it? That's this guy. This guy right here. Anyway, the guy with the world's largest penis, which is 14.5 inches long. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. He was in the shower in his UK home, getting ready to go to work because he's like an AI developer. Yeah, you'd think he'd be in porn, but no. Maybe he just doesn't know how to use it. I'm just saying. But anyway, so he's in the shower, and trust me, I only go with the hard-hitting news. His dick was so big, he couldn't see the extra shower gel that dropped on the floor. He slipped and he broke his arm. He said, One of the issues with being so large, especially in hot water showers, is that it's not exactly easy to see my feet. As I was rushing to get ready for work, I didn't see the excess shower gel in the tub because my penis was the only thing in my eye line. Fuck you. Come on. Bragging much? Who fucking cares? Why is this being why are there multiple news outlets, writing articles about this? Why am I talking about? Well, you know what? Fuck you. No, I'm talking about it because other people are writing articles about it. It's my duty, okay? It's my duty to the world. You're welcome. But holy crap. Jesus. Here's what's funny about that. Nobody knew about it until he reached out to somebody and said something. Like he probably wrote a note to the New York Post or the Daily Sun or something like that. And he's like, hey guys, guess what? It's me, Dave, the guy with the biggest dick in the world. FYI, my dick made me break my arm. Oh my God, how? And they're emailing back and forth. He's like, funny story. My dick was so big. It's like, come on, man. Jeez. You don't hear the guy with the world's smallest penis saying, hey, you know what? I broke my arm because my penis is so inside me, it creates like this little suction cup, and I got stuck to the bathroom wall. And then I had to call 911. Thankfully, due to Alexa, I was able to do it hands-free. And they had to pop me off the wall. Okay? You don't hear that. You don't hear that story. You don't. Now you're getting that weird image of like he has this like it's like caved in around his crotch. I don't know what's wrong with me. Guys, listen. Doctors have been, baffled by my stupidity for years. Years. Is it worse? Is it worse for the fact that I am so jacked up in the brain and the noggin? Or is it worse for you because you're listening? I'm just saying. Don't always point the finger at me. Don't. Okay, this is a very childish episode, apparently, because I don't know. I didn't know this was a thing. And again, somebody wrote an article about it because they saw it on a Reddit thread. And it's this lady talking about how she had to dump her boyfriend because he refused to do basic hygiene. And excuse me, at first I was thinking, does he not take showers or something like that? But no, he doesn't wipe his back end after using it. And he doesn't use wipes of any sort, and he doesn't use a bidet, the thing that squirts water up there. So it took her like a couple months of living with him or a couple months of dating him before she realized. And every time she'd visit his house, she noticed that there was never toilet paper in the restroom. And then it got to the point where she really started noticing the smells. How do you not notice that within the first couple days? Unless he's taking a shower right before he comes over. But anyway, this is what she said. Eventually, after too many suspicious stained boxers and just a level of funk no grown man should be walking around with, I asked him point blank, do you wipe after you poop? According to her boyfriend, he was very offended by this, by the way. He shrugged and said, nah, wiping is kind of gay. Why would I touch my own ass? That guy needs some fucking therapy. Holy crap. Dude, come on. Come on. Oh. And apparently there is this little like group. I hope it's not a very large group of people that are the same mindset as him. What in the world? Have you guys ever heard of that? Are you one of those people? because I judge you. I'm judging the shit out of you. That makes no freaking sense. And I guess later on, after talking to him more, he said that you will become gay if you wipe your butt. That's absurd. Listen, we say a lot of dumb things on this show. I've heard a lot of dumb things said. We've talked about a lot of bizarre stories throughout the years. That one just is jaw-dropping stupid. They didn't say where this was, but I have a feeling like this is in like Arkansas or something, right? Somewhere in Florida, somewhere in the South. My goodness gracious, that's absurd. Oh, how'd you turn gay? Well, I was wiping my butt, and then I was like, this feels good. And then I figured, why not try a wiener? Really? Okay. Who knew? Who knew? Wow, groundbreaking stuff. Listen, the guy probably heard it on somebody joking around, probably on a TikTok or Instagram, jokingly said it. And then somebody like that is so fucking dumb that they're like, well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Only they say it in a Southern accent. They're like, that makes sense. Oh, my goodness gracious. I don't want to turn gay if I wipe my bottom, so I'm just going to let it sit there. That's gross. Imagine working with somebody like that. You have to have a job outside. And even then, nobody'd want to be around you. Like, here comes Steve, the guy with the stinky ass. We call him Stinky Ass Steve. Stinky Ass Steve, what's up? Sass. We call him Sass for short. He hates that because he thinks it's going to make him gay now. Jesus, dude. I bet if you looked at that guy's computer, his browsing history, it's probably full of, a bunch of dongs. That's all I'm saying. And there's nothing wrong with that. But just come out and say it. But holy crap, go wipe your back end. Nobody wants to be around you. That's disgusting. That guy better never have children. I'm just going to be honest. Yeah, he better not have children because he's just going to influence them with his stupidity. My God. Jesus. I have a couple gay friends. I'll ask them. Do you think it's because, people say you're just born this way? Or do you think it's because you wipe your butt? They just look at me and be like, is that a real question? I'm like, no. No. But I read it somewhere. I read it. I did. Wow. Some people are wild. Have you ever heard of that? What's the weirdest thing you've ever heard with something like that? They're afraid. Somebody's afraid to do something because they think it's going to have this weird effect on them. The only thing I can think of, but I guess there's some science behind it, is my buddy Nick opts to do the pat down going through the airport security because he doesn't want to go through the metal detector, and he doesn't own a microwave or anything. Like, he's all conscious about that stuff, and at least there's at least some logic behind that because of the microwaves and all these other things. I can respect that. It's weird traveling with them, but I mean, at least there's some logic behind it. This guy's just an idiot. He was beaten with the dummy stick. My goodness. You guys got to let me know if you've ever had anything similar to that. Wherever you're consuming this, you can respond, whether it's Spotify, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. You can direct message me. You can do email to huffpodcast@gmail.com. Either way, just hit me up. That's crazy. We'll get into that in a later episode. That's just wild. We got more coming your way, but first, when it comes to roof repairs, you're going to want to go with the best. You're going to want to go with the GOAT. Who's the GOAT? Roof Goat USA. Roof Goat USA has been in business for over 23 years. Todd, I'm in the middle of the thing. Don't interrupt. Oh, Todd, you're so adorable. I accept your apology. Anyway, Roof Goat USA understands the headache that comes with fixing a roof. I've been there too. It's so frustrating dealing with the insurance. They're pushing back. Like, I don't want to pay anything. Which, by the way, they're leaning towards doing that 100%. So you might want to jump on this now. Have Roof Goat USA come out to your house, get a free inspection, see if there's anything that needs done with, because before you know it, the stupid insurance companies are just going to be like, you know what? Nah. Especially out here in Colorado. Now, Roof Goat USA also works out of Michigan, so I do have some Michigan listeners out there. And you know what? Just check them out, roofgoatusa.com. Wherever you're at, Michigan or Colorado, they can help you out. And they got reliable professionals that are committed to delivering amazing, just work. And they prioritize the safety and comfort of your family, making sure that your home is well protected as it's being worked on. So it's safer for your pets, your kids, just your family in general, your vehicles. They just go above and beyond, take those extra steps to make you feel like, they're cradling you like a little baby in their arms. Oh, shh, don't worry. The Roof Goat's got you. That was weird. Roof Goat USA guarantees their work for 30 years. That's 30-year coverage from install date, all materials and labor. Again, 30 years from date of install. For all your roofing needs, who are you going to call? Goat. Roof Goat USA. Yay. Call the Goat. Contact the Goat, 303-495-4630, or go to roofgoatusa.com. Again, roofgoatusa.com. Go ahead, do it. Experience the Roof Goat USA difference today. You said it, Todd. Woo! Good thing I didn't screw that read up, huh? I'm gonna get a phone call. What we need to do right now is jump into sports.
He's walked the hallowed grounds of Folsom Field, Coors Field, and Mile High Stadium.
He runs to the 50. He runs to the 40. The guy is drunk, but there he goes.
It's time for sports with DeHuff.
This is pretty cool. The Milwaukee Brewers won their 12th game in a row. What's the big deal with that? Well, one, that's a good feat to accomplish, but because they won their 12th game in a row on Wednesday, it earned all of Wisconsin free burgers from the local chain George Webb. Pretty cool. Nobody does that shit here in Colorado. You might get free tacos, but it's like, it's tacos. It's tacos from Taco Bell. But a burger's so much better. The promotion actually dates back to the 1940s when George Webb predicted the Milwaukee Braves would win 12 games in a row. That's pretty cool. Obviously, they used to be the Braves. Now they're the Brewers. Shedeur, sorry, I jumped onto the next story already. I think that's cool. I think that's really neat. Very cool. And good for the Brewers. Brewers, man, I think they have the best record in the MLB right now. I like to see that stuff. I would like to see a team that hasn't been really in it that much. You get all the headlines from the Yankees, you get the Red Sox and a few other guys here and there. To get like the Brewers, if they could go all the way and win the whole thing, I think that would be neat. That would be really cool. I like seeing stuff like that. Shedeur Sanders' NFL debut was the most watched preseason game in a decade on NFL Network. 2.2 million viewers tuned in to see Shedeur Sanders make his debut. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, that kind of tells you there's and that's a fine mixture. That's people that support Shedeur Sanders, and that's a good chunk of people that are hate watching Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur is out with an oblique strain, and he's considered day-to-day. And the amount of people that are celebrating that is disgusting. Can we just be better people? Listen, I don't like the Chiefs, but I don't wish Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce or anybody else injury, and I don't celebrate it. If the Broncos were set to play the Chiefs in their first, battle in the NFL in this upcoming season, I wouldn't. And Patrick Mahomes was hurt, I'd be like, dang, dude, the Broncos are dodging a bullet. But I wouldn't be like celebrating. Be like, dude, he's out. Yeah, the football gods are shining upon us. Well, you're lucking out, but you got to understand that's a human being. You can't be a dick about it. If that makes sense, if I projected that correctly, you can celebrate the fact, oh, we're dodging a bullet because they're hurt. Sucks that the person's hurt, but it's kind of benefiting us. But that being said, the Denver Broncos have lost not too long ago, a few years back. Mahomes went out with, I believe, an ankle injury, and I can't recall who the quarterback was that came in, and he lit up the Broncos. Now, obviously, that was several years ago. This is a completely different team. The Broncos defense is said to be one of the best in the league, top 3. That's good. Still preseason. We'll see how it goes throughout the season. I have a feeling the Broncos will, at the very least, split the series with the Chiefs. They're going to win at least one. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it right now. Take it to the bank. Take it to the bank. Make some money. Buy me a beer after you win. There you go. But anyway, so yeah, I don't wish injury on anybody, and you should be feel shameful if you do that when you hear Shedeur Sanders is banged up. I will tell you, it is kind of a joke, though, when you look at it. If he can't play, what the fuck are they going to do? They're going to have that other guy. They have like 6 quarterbacks total, 5 that are eligible to play. Joe Flacco can't play because he's too old, which is a problem. And Shedeur's banged up. Who is it? Oh, I can't think of it right now. The 2 of the other guys are hurt. What the hell? They have all these quarterbacks on their roster, and like 95% of them can't play because of injury. That's the fucking Cleveland Browns. Now, that being said, there's a good chance Shedeur will play. He's out on the field right now. They weren't saying that he wouldn't be on the practice field. It's just he has that strain, and they're just taking it easy with him to see if he's going to be able to play this weekend. So we'll see. And you know what? People are going to watch it. If he's able to play, if he's able to get that start against the Eagles, I mean, you're going to see another 2.2 million viewers tuning in again because people want to see Shedeur. He is catching people's eye. And you have, like I said, people hate watching, but you also have the people like me that want to see him succeed. We'll see. Hey, we got the mailbag coming up, but real quick, if you're running a business and you need help with the back of the house, you need someone with experience and is trustworthy, you're going to want to go with the Kirkwall Group. They got over 30 years of experience, and Richard and the Kirkwall Group, they understand that you and your business deserve someone who's efficient, timely, accurate, cost-effective, focused on your success, and is working to save you money. Kirkwall Group can help you with your bookkeeping, accounting management services like CFO, controller, accounting manager, projects, support, stuff like that, as well as tax planning and preparation, income, property tax, sales, and use tax. Go to kirkwallgroup.net. I said all those things. They do a lot more than that as well. Whether it's for your business, whether it's just for you, they do a ton. Again, kirkwallgroup.net. See everything they can do for you and your business. Again, kirkwallgroup.net. It's Kirkwall Group. We count what counts for you. And what we need to do right now, if I can find it, not the C word alert, let's jump into the mailbag.
Mailbag. You've got mail.
This comes in from JR Slick. He just forwarded me. He sent this to me via direct message on Twitter. It's that story that's worldwide talking about these rabbits found in Fort Collins, Colorado, with these tentacle-like growths on their faces, mouths, ears, top of their head, stuff like that. They're like kind of like wart-like growths. And people are freaking out. There's some people that are like, this is going to spread into humans. Let me go through with what I know based off of animal experts, okay? This is getting a lot of attention. This is not new. This is only getting a lot of attention because of the times we live in. Internet. Shit spreads like crazy. People don't bother to do research on things. This is very common in the summertime because of fleas and ticks. They spread the disease. And I told you this has been around for a while. This was first discovered back in 1933 by Richard Shope, I believe is how you pronounce his name. This is probably where the jackalope myth started. You've seen those pictures of rabbits with horns coming out their head or antlers, whatever. That's probably where this started. This is a virus, a fast-spreading virus called cottontail papillomavirus, which causes rabbits to grow the tentacle-like growths from their heads. And the biggest concern that experts have with this is if you have a pet rabbit, that this could spread to pets. They say there have been no cases where this spreads to dogs, cats, humans, etc. This is a classic moment where the internet runs wild and nobody clicks through. People read the headline and say, this is an issue. Oh, next thing you know, The Last of Us, that HBO show. I watched say 2 episodes and I'm like, this is dumb. I don't like it. You may have loved that show. I just couldn't get into it. Another Pablo Pascal, production. But a lot of people loved it. But that's where there was this fungus that infected people and blah, 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 blah. Kind of like a zombie type of thing. And I can see where people would be concerned about this, where if it could jump into another species ever, then that's room for concern. But since 1933, there has not been one confirmed case where it jumps from one species to another. It's only been isolated in rabbits. So if anybody is freaking out about it, most likely like grandparents and stuff like that, tell them to shut the fuck up and eat your goddamn applesauce, grandma. Because it's not that big of a deal unless you have a pet rabbit. But here's the other thing. The growths don't harm rabbits unless they grow on their eyes or mouths and interfere with eating. Otherwise, the rabbits' immune systems are able to fight off the virus, and once they do, the growths will disappear. So it's not even that big of a deal. It's like a weird STD. It's like getting crabs or something, right? Next thing you know, after banging, that, iffy lady at the, the concert, maybe it's a bad idea that you banged inside a dumpster. I don't know. Gets a little itchy down there, little growths, some weird growths down there. Guess what? Give it a couple weeks, it'll go away. Hopefully. Hopefully. Kind of the same thing. But if you hear somebody freaking out about it, according to the people that know, and according to the people that aren't just dipped in conspiracy, there's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. But that's classic. Nobody nobody really knew about this. I mean, there's obviously people that did know about it, but the general population, we didn't know about this. It's not common knowledge. And with people just, posting pictures and it just boom, 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 spreads like a virus, ironically enough. And nobody bothers to do the research on it. And news agencies purposely tease it to make it sound like there's concern that it could jump into humans. You'll see the headlines that say, oh, what was it? Basically saying there's room for concern will be why health experts are concerned. But if you read the articles, you read, follow certain, pathways and figure it out, they're only concerned that it could jump into house rabbits type of thing. That's it. Not for people. If anybody is saying otherwise, they're just trying to stir up controversy. They're trying to get more likes. They're trying to get more people to follow them or whatever. It's ridiculous. Don't freak out about it. I'm sure there's plenty of TikToks out there where people are like, oh my God, guys, did you see what's happening in Colorado? It's like The Last of Us in real life. They say it won't spread to humans, but you know it will. You know it will. Don't forget to click the like button right here. Fuck. Right there. Hate that shit. Anyway, don't freak out about it, okay? And if you got a giant hog, take it easy in the shower, okay? If you got a severe innie, also be careful in the shower. You don't want to accidentally suction cup yourself to the wall. I don't know why, but that popped in my head, and that's hilarious to me. And also, guys, wipe your back end. That's disgusting. And if you think something as simple as good hygiene is going to make you gay, maybe you are. And there's nothing wrong with that. And if you're concerned about what your friends are going to think if you do crave dick, maybe they're not your good friends. Hell, they might be your better friends after that. You know what I'm saying? They might be thinking the same thing. What I'm saying is, wiping your ass is not going to make you gay, you dumb shit. Anyway, and good luck to the Broncos this weekend. I imagine the Broncos are going to try to open up the run game, see what they got in R.J. Harvey, and I'm excited for that. The few touches he got against the 49ers, he looked pretty good. Nothing spectacular, but he did have some decent runs. So we'll see what goes on with that. Hopefully, Shedeur Sanders gets to play against the Eagles, and I would like to see him do it again. That's what I was saying the other day. That's great, what he accomplished the first time. Now, do it again against the Eagles, which is a better team than the Panthers. So we'll see. Anyway, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to this, you follow this, activate the auto download or the notifications, whatever one you want to do. Either way, just make sure you're locked into the show. The auto download is really nice because it's just sitting there waiting for you and you don't have to worry about it. Be like, oh, let's go. And then you don't have any weird interruptions. I got that weird spot near my house. Actually, there's a good chunk, and it's like we're in North Thornton. You'd think it'd be better. Like some shit ass locations. You could be listening to a podcast, and all of a sudden it just stops. It's fucking annoying. That's where the auto download comes in handy. Anyway, thanks for supporting the show. Thanks to Roofcoat USA. Thanks to Kirkwall Group, and of course, thanks to ZipRecruiter. You guys are amazing. Have a wonderful day. It's DeHuff Uncensored. Let's continue to move forward. I'll talk to you next time.